We know most people talk about Kill la Kill, and I'm, wondering about who's your favorite character. Most people are going to say Ryuko Matoi, which is fair. She is the main character. She's a very well-written character, and she is the backbone of Kill la Kill. I mean, without Ryuko, there wouldn't be really no Kill la Kill. But I'm not going to talk about Ryuko today. I'm going to talk about my personal favorite character, and one of my favorite anime characters in general, Satsuki Kiryūin. And I put spoiler tags, well, not even spoiler tags, my bad. I put a spoiler warning in the title for a reason. Satsuki Kiryūin, the older sister of Ryuko Matoi, and the president of Honnoji Academy. So, it's like, I remember, like, way back when Kill la Kill was new, and everyone was raving about it because, obviously, once they saw Ryuko in the whole, in her Senketsu outfit, and then you got, obviously, the people who made Gurren Lagann, it had a lot of hype surrounding it. And I never actually get a chance to watch Kill la Kill when it was first airing. I watched it when the dub came out, and that's how I saw it for the first time. And so when I found out Satsuki was being voiced by Carrie Keranen, I love that woman. I was immediately intrigued. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then, like, the more I saw Satsuki, the more I just got attracted to that character, Like, despite seeing, like, the hard ass, like, what's the word I want to say, commandeering, like, the tough, stoic badass, Satsuki is over the top as much as the other characters are, and I like how she fits in the cast in her own way. Because with the other Kill la Kill characters, you got like all the characters, they're like over the top, but they're like really out and about it. Like when you see the character, they're gonna do something crazy, and they're gonna be really silly about it, but it's gonna be like up in your face. Satsuki's in your face, but you could tell like she fits in a certain way. With the whole over-the-top stuff, but in her own little way, She kisses, the more stoic part of herself, but, like, she's making her big-ass speeches, and it's just funny that she fits in her own, like, with the character you feel like that wouldn't fit, fits in her own way. And it's just, like, I liked Satsuki from the moment I saw her, because she was a cool-ass character. She was already established that she was supposed to be this monstrously powerful badass, considering the fact that she pretty much controlled an entire school, and not only just the school, but an entire city full of people. Like, she was beyond just being the president of the school. She was pretty much the ruler. And the funny thing about it is, Satsuki is about the same age as, well, she really wasn't, because I think she was, they said she was about 18. Yeah, she was 18. And, I mean, yeah, granted, like, she doesn't even attend any classes. She's like not only she's the president, she just doesn't even have to go to school. Like, she rules the school, and it gave me those vibes, like one of those one of those those rich girls that pretty much rule the school. And you got like Ryuko, who's like the newcomer, and she's pretty much going to take on the rich girl, like the new student versus the big hot shot. Which is, I guess this was obviously set up like that. But it's Satsuki's personality that really drew me in. She's really smart. She knows what she's doing. It's really hard to to throw her off balance. And the funny thing about it is, like, when Ryuko and Senketsu was like, okay, Ryuko's feeling shame by wearing Senketsu. She really didn't want to be up in that. Satsuki, the person you figured would be embarrassed a little, wasn't. She had no shame whatsoever when wearing Junketsu, and she pretty much just like, look, Junketsu is pure, okay? You people are just pigs in human clothing. Look at me, look what I'm wearing. I have no shame. I'm fabulous. And I always liked Junketsu more than Senketsu, although I am going to say that I did like Senketsu's evolutions more, because I will still say to this day that Junketsu Shinzui should have been canon, but it's in Kill la Kill If, which sadly I don't have yet. It sucks, but anyway. And then, like, it's like you can't, like, it's like Satsuki was a person that you just couldn't shake. You always knew she was up to something, but in the you just couldn't tell what she was up to, And like that determination, I really did like about her character. Like she was like pretty much wasn't going to do, like, you weren't going to stop her from doing anything, like there was no way. And then, like, all this stuff kind of and it showed that she really wasn't heartless. It showed that even though she was set up to be this big bad guy, she really wasn't harsh. Now she did well, she wasn't heartless, but you know, she was harsh, and you know, she doesn't give a damn. It's like, look, you fail me, you don't even talk to me. I might as well just get rid of you. But it did show that, you know, her interaction with the Elite Four, that she really does care for people in her own little way. And then, you know, there was her tosses of her when she was a child, and she was always used to drink her butler's Soroy's tea, and you know, she was all like, you know, just she didn't want to, you know, hurt his feelings, because she thought the tea was bitter. But over time, she started to like it, and that was actually a kind of a sweet thing. And the fact that Soroy actually said himself that, you know, Satsuki herself was a really kind girl to even protect someone as her protect her butler's feelings. Like, I like that sort of thing, because you know more about Satsuki underneath all the, you know, more, you know, underneath all the, you know, big speeches and stoic badass attitude, and you know, you see more of that. And I like that they show that, you know, Satsuki wasn't, you know, seen as this big bad guy from the start. Like, it started to break her down in the layers as the series went on, which, you know, every good series should do. But like, I like this one in particular because it shows that even though Satsuki is the bad guy, she's not a bad guy. Like, that whole means like, oh, I'm just, not because I'm the bad guy doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. You know, I like that. And you know, Satsuki's whole point, you know, she really, like, you know, showed her backstory, that her father, she really did love her father. You know, yeah, the Junketsu said someday this will be your wedding dress, you know, etc., etc. And you know, she was like, pretty much one of her main motives was to get revenge for, you know, Ragyo getting rid of her, you know, getting, you know, offing her father and her baby sister. And that's something I just saw coming. I was like, yeah, there's no way. I know for a fact that her sister is Ryuko. It just seemed to click into place. Like, the moment she said that, I was like, yeah, her sister's Ryuko. I'm not gonna. And then when it was actually revealed, I was like, of course it is. There's no other person that could have been it. Like, there's no way they would have left off, oh, Satsuki had a missing baby sister that stayed dead forever. No, there's no way that would have happened. But like, over time, you start to see more of Satsuki. You start to see her smile more. You start to see her help out more. Hell, there was even a little dinner scene she had with the Elite Four. Not just the Elite Four, but like all of Honoji. You see her, like, when she actually went through like a tough length to even force on Senketsu to fight back Ryuko when she was possessed by Junketsu, and, you know, Ragyo's and Nui's stupid ass stitching stuff. And I like the fact that once Satsuki figured out, she didn't like treat it as if like, it doesn't matter. No, it's like, I'm going to, you know, help protect my sister, not just from herself, but to help save the world. And that's also something I did like. Like, I really do like Satsuki. There's more I want to say, but it's hard to put into words. Why? Because, like, I like her development, you know? She starts off, you know, believing... Yeah, sorry, my bad. She starts believing that, like, you know, everybody... She starts to think everyone's, like, you know, in the same way. You know, everyone's, like, can all be controlled, but in the same way. You know, they're all, like, just... Like, it's like, look, if I can just, you know, just control these people, you know, manipulate these people, you know, they could do what I want, and they're all pretty much able to be manipulated by me anyway. But then she finds, you know, over time, she starts to say, like, look, people are not cut from the same cloth. You know, people are not cut from the same cloth. You know, the world's beautiful. There's more out there, and there's, you know, there's things to protect out there. And it was like a heartwarming moment for me. And like, I swear, like, it just shows how quickly, not quickly, but like, it shows how much that Satsuki has grown, and it shows that I'm just glad she wasn't stay up to be a major bad guy. And then, like, it sucks that, you know, she had to take all that abuse from Ragyo, like sexual abuse and all that stuff. And it was actually disgusting to see that, you know. And that also shows that did mess with Satsuki's psyche, you know, all that abuse from Ragyo, and it's messed up. It's messed up. But I did like seeing Satsuki bond with more characters more. She's like, the fact that she actually talked to Aikuro Mikitsugi, I always butcher his name, and the fact that she's talking to more characters, something that Ryuko wasn't really willing to do all that much, but like something that Satsuki was willing to do. Like, she started to talk more and more to people, you know, bond with more people. Hell, she even developed a tiny little friendship with Mako, which I found adorable. You know, the time she actually, you know, wrote the plans on Mako's hands to save Ryuko. I like that. That was actually a nice little touch. I mean, it really wasn't like, you know, something like important, but the fact that Satsuki did that in the first place was funny to me. that she pretty much knew Mako enough that, yeah, Mako isn't going to remember this. So I'm just going to write the plan on her hands. And so I won't have to be here to tell her this. But it's just something about Satsuki. Like, not even just her, like her character, which I love. It's also her design, too. Like, ignoring the whole Junketsu design, which I do like, because it just, you know, it pops out, you know? The big-ass shoulder eyes, like, of Junketsu. It makes her pop out more, but not only that, it's just, like, her outfit alone just, you know, screams, like, just epic badass. Because, like, you know, pretty much it's just a modified school uniform cross military uniform, you know? And then, like, you know, it's just like Satsuki comes in with this air of, like, mystery and importance. Like, basically, every time she comes in, she clacks her heel. I like that. And it's funny to know she got that from Ragyo, which I find funny as hell. But the fact that she comes in clacking her heel all the time, knowing that, oh yeah, Satsuki's going to say something. Satsuki's going to make a big, important speech. And it's just a part of her character that she wants to seem big. She's always glowing, which, you know, don't even ask where the glow is. The glow is like a metaphor, really. That's like just it's just to show that, yeah, she's glowing to show that she's, you know, she's a top dog. But if they believe, like, man, see, I can get where Ragyo's glowings come from because she has life fibers in her, but Satsuki herself is like pretty much an average human. So yeah. And then, yo, there's that vicious beatdown she got from Ragyo, which, like, it's funny enough that Satsuki got put into her place for once, because it showed that, like, throughout the series that Satsuki was super strong, and as Ryuko slowly got stronger so they can close the gap, so they can pretty much be at equal ground. And I think it went to the raid trip that they pretty much got at the equal ground, and they were pretty much both at, you know, the same state of power. But then once she fights Ragyo and her big plan comes to fruition, you know, Satsuki's all like, look, I finally betrayed my mom, I'm really going to save the world. F this noise, which was a badass moment, by the way. She goes to fight Ragyo, and Ragyo just wipes the floor with Satsuki and just throws her into a torture chamber and just keeps messing with her. But Satsuki, like, is like, I ain't going down for the count. Like, I ain't put Bakuzan, like, I put pieces of Bakuzan in my goddamn toenails. I'm prepared for this crap. And that was cool to me, and really painful. I'm thinking, damn, Satsuki replaced her own toenails with Bakugan? Bakugan, I said Bakugan. Bakuzan. She replaced her own toenails. Like, ouch, that's gotta hurt. Like, I don't know if she put Bakuzan over her toenails or, like, ripped them out and just replaced them. Whatever it is, it all sounds painful. And I'm thinking, when was Satsuki ever going to, like, use that? When was Satsuki ever going to get to the point to use the toenail blades? Like in a practical battle, when was she ever going to use that? But whatever, I'm not even going to get into that. This is Kill la Kill. Satsuki's crazy. Everyone's crazy. And I really do like her character, you know. And even at the end, it shows that, you know, Satsuki was like, you know, at the end of the series, you know, she was like willing to jump in, literally catch her sister from orbit, and it shows that how much Satsuki has grown from the, you know, beginning to now. You know, it shows, like, you know, she didn't care about really no one all that much. You know, she pretty much pushed everyone away, but at the end, it shows her with more people. It shows that she was willing to sacrifice her life for her sister, and it's just, I like Satsuki came full circle. And even at the end, like in the epilogue, where she was like, you know, going on a date with Ryuko and Mako, you know, it showed that she was all shy and stuff in her little dress and crap like that. And damn it, man, even beyond that, there was like the OVA where it showed that she really didn't know what to do, because her whole life at this point, you know, was based around just, you know, getting revenge on Ragyo. She didn't know what to do at this point. And I did like that little thing that ended off with her. You know, I like that little OVA that's pretty much based around Satsuki in a way. Because she didn't know what to do, you know? Like, her whole life was spent just trying to avenge her sister and go get revenge back at her mother. Well, revenge her sister and father and get back at her mother. But, you know, she didn't really know what to do. She spent her whole life planning stuff like this to aim for this moment. And I did like that new... I'm talking so fast. I'm sorry. I just really like Satsuki. And it did show that little touch that, like, it just showed that, you know, I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know where to go from here. You know, what can I even do from this point? And I did like that, you know. I really did. Like, just, I've been stuttering the whole time. I'm so sorry. I apologize so much, because it's hard for me to get my words in right, because I don't write scripts for this stuff. And, you know, sorry about that. But yeah, like, Satsuki is a very great character. I enjoy Satsuki a lot. She's one of my favorite anime protagonist. Well, she's a protagonist now, but she's one of my favorite anime characters. Period. One of my favorites. Periods, and my favorite character of Kill la Kill. You know, and you know what? I'm glad Kill la Kill doesn't have a second season because I don't want it to continue onwards from here. But at the same time, I am glad that Kill la Kill If is a Satsuki side story. You know, I like that they actually put the effort to actually give Satsuki her own little thing to go on with because Ryuko obviously had the entirety of Kill la Kill. So I think that's it. One thing I am kind of sad about is that, and this is about Junketsu, is that it doesn't really have his own personality, and Satsuki kind of had to force it on to even pretty much force the suit into submission, which is also a thing I like. And then it was said that she couldn't even fuse with Senketsu. They're just pretty much just a flimsy fusion, but she's straining herself so bad just to save Ryuko. Like Satsuki puts a lot on herself really hard though. She puts herself on a lot of stuff on her really hard just to get somewhere, and I like that about her. Her determination is inspiring. But other than that, I am out of here. I've rambled far enough because this whole video is never going to be coherent because I've been stuttering so badly. So I'm out here, guys. I'm out of here. I gotta go. Goodbye, everybody.